Merry
Welcome.
Christmas to those who participate.
Yes. Happy
Yeah,
holidays to those of you that celebrate other
something
holidays.
else.
Because
Yes.
I don't even know how many holidays there really are
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
this time of year.
Nope.
Um, I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's a lot.
I
And
I will say if you observe or participate in a loving, kind tradition, welcome. And I hope you have a lovely one.
yes.
Whatever that is.
Yes.
Yes. Mhm. So, and thank everyone for being with us, for staying with us and supporting us. We so appreciate you, and we appreciate just all the interaction. And some of you leave comments, some of you send emails, some of you have, you come for services.
Mhm.
Some we have no idea who you are. And
There's probably, well,
and
there
it
are a
doesn't
lot of those, and that's
yes,
okay. But we
and that's
appreciate
okay.
you, all of you,
All of you.
all of
Yes.
you. Yeah,
So very
absolutely.
much. Yes.
Absolutely.
And with that said,
Yes.
I'm sort of, as we all know, I'm sort of semi-retired. And yeah, I think it's going pretty well. I'm in a weird transition right now for sure.
Sure.
That's, as you know, as are you, because your
Mhm.
partner has semi-retired. So that put you in a transition.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank you.
Mhm.
Or,
And
mhm.
my transitions always um incorporate my everyday personal life.
Yes.
Not just my career. It's always
The whole enchilada.
it
Not
is
with and not so with me.
no, no.
Mm-mm.
Um and here I am yet in another transition. Um, I've made it to another victory.
Another victory. I love that. Yes.
Hmm.
It's not, I mean, it is a transition. You can put that verbiage on there, but
Yes,
it's a victory.
it
You
is.
are in a transition because you've conquered something, because you're ready for something, because you are evolving and moving, and it's a victory. So I would like everyone to change that verb.
It
And I'll
is.
probably still say transition because that's just been the verbiage for so long.
Right.
But
And
hell yeah, it's a victory in all of its sometimes gory mess
oh,
that it can be. But it's
yes,
a victory. And we need to start looking at it that way.
it is. My victory is that I have realized suffering seems to be a thing I expect of myself.
I would go as far as saying, and I is that is a mastery for you in this lifetime. You're trying to master. Yes, we master
I have
those
mastered
things as
suffering, God damn it.
yes, yeah. Like I'm just freaking done. Yeah.
I know how to do it. I do it
Yes.
so well.
Yes.
I can do it at the drop of a hat.
Yep.
I can do it quicker than the drop
Without
of
even knowing you can do it.
a hat.
Yeah.
And I have gotten to the point of being able to recognize
Yeah.
of, whoa, what is happening? I'm suffering right now
Yeah.
because, oh, really?
Yes.
That? That's making me suffer.
Right.
That thing that has absolutely nothing to do with me
Hmm. But you've made it about you.
is
That's the
is
suffering part. You've
is
made,
making me suffer.
and we all do it.
We do.
It
Yeah.
looks different for everyone,
Hmm.
but when you're making shit about you, yeah,
It's
you're you're in a you time trying time for a victory.
Mhm.
It's time to look at that and say, why am I making all of this about me?
Mhm.
We've all done it. And we all do it in our own, because you and I, it looks very different.
It looks
I
very
I did the
different.
suffering thing too. It just looks so different.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what the hell? And
Yeah.
it can be all, I mean, it can be all kinds of things. It can be jealousy, envy, regret, shame. You want to be seen. You want to be heard. There's some pain there. There's judgment there. I mean, everyone does it in their own way, making stuff about them. And sometimes it's
Mhm.
bold and big and out there, and everyone knows that you're triggered,
Mhm.
or it's totally shut down into yourself.
Internal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's enough. And you can also make sure everyone knows it too. Boo hoo hoo, me, the martyr thing. Oh, God, I hate when I do the martyr thing.
And
Or everything's fine when it isn't.
everything's fine. I'm
Yes. Yeah.
fine. I'm fine.
Hmm.
I can do. No. I create suffering. It's not just when it has nothing to do with me. In every
Right.
area. I am so good at there's like this belief that if something has happened, or if I remember something, if I have a
Mhm.
memory, and there's some shame, there's some guilt, there's some remorse, there's some
Yeah.
regret, that I have to suffer for it
Yeah.
because I remember it. Well,
Yes.
no. And there
Hmm.
have been so many little things come up in like the past week to remind me of no. There was one quote, I don't think I'm going to remember it correctly, from C.S. Lewis. Um, you can't start from the beginning,
Right.
but you can start from where you are and change the
Yes.
ending.
Yes. Yes.
And when I
So
read that,
true.
it was
So
like,
true.
whoa, I know this to be true. And yet, in the moment I read it, it's like,
Yeah.
Mari-Lyn, you need to change the
Yeah.
ending.
Yes.
Um, you cannot change the past. You cannot change your actions.
Hmm.
And you can, however, accept the healing. You
Hmm.
can create closure, and you can begin from where you are right now and change the way you feel about yourself, or the way you react to certain situations that you used to react in a certain way moving forward.
Yes.
You can change the verbiage you have with yourself. You can even change the verbiage you have with other people,
Hmm.
depending on the scenario.
Right.
Um, yeah.
And to not be so hard on yourself. You're human. We do stupid things. I mean, I can't tell you how many things. Mine is more of I get embarrassed about the way I was, the things that I said, or even if it's just like um I give advice to someone and it doesn't go well. They, they take it, they kind of like, okay, she's a nut job, or whatever, like. And then I get really embarrassed, and then I punish myself. I get so mad at myself. I beat myself up. Why did I say anything? I should have just kept my mouth shut. Well, Pam, you were trying to help. Is that so horrible? I mean, this is something obviously that happened not long ago. One of Mike's old friends, and I gave him, he was going to make a speech, and I gave him some advice, and you saw the way he and his girlfriend looked at each other and kind of rolled their eyes like I'm a total idiot. And I got really embarrassed, and it hurt me. Like I was just trying to help, asshole. Then I kind of licked my wounds, whatever. And then it's
Yeah.
like, Pam, stop. Your intentions were good. You had good intentions. The way they took it's the way they took it. I was literally just trying to help.
And
I
the
was
way
trying to
they
be
took it
kind.
is none of your business.
Is none of my
It is
business.
none of our business.
And what they think of me is none of my business.
Exactly.
I had good intention, even if I had bad intentions, but I did in this situation have good intentions. And that one messed me up for a while. I mean, I spun about that, beating myself up. Why did you say anything? You know, they're kind of assholes and they I don't know what their thing is, but they come off as they're better than everyone and they're sort of aloof and, whatever. Like they sort of have that. We all know that that's not true. They're probably super insecure people, but it's that, but I didn't have to go to the place that I went and just beat the crap out of myself,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to help. I was being honest and thought I was being kind, and okay, you didn't take it that way. That's your shit, not
That's your
mine.
shit. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think self-forgiveness for humans is probably one of the hardest things to wrap our head around.
Oh, yeah.
Just simply forgiving ourselves for being human.
Yes. Yes.
Being human is such a loaded package.
Hmm.
There's so many moving parts.
And that's part of victory. That's part of transition. When
Mm-hmm.
we're transitioning, you don't just get the good stuff, sadly. You have to look at the shit too. You are transitioning from one thing to another, and it doesn't just happen without the work.
No, it doesn't.
There's always work involved.
It doesn't. And the range of emotions
Oh,
that come up that
right.
many of us are unprepared to deal with.
Yeah.
We're so conditioned and so taught to shut our emotions down,
Yes.
and that's such a disservice to ourselves because my gosh, I don't even know what the range of emotions are. I mean, how
Right.
many emotions there are, right? You've got the basic extreme of love and fear,
Right.
but how many thousands?
Yes, are in between those two things. Yeah, because
Right?
those are like the goalposts, and you have all the emotions in between of
Everything in
every
between.
vibration.
And even the ones that go a little bit beyond
Yep.
those, that go, I don't know. And we're not ever given permission to fully
Right.
equip ourselves with it until we find ourselves as adults and struggling to stay afloat.
Yes. Well, and one thing to remember, and it's hard to remember in the moment. It's always nice to have someone remind you, or if you're listening to Spirit will tell you, we chose our reaction and how to deal with that reaction, how to respond and what we do with it when we were children, when we were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, whatever it was. It just blows my mind when I think of it that way. So when I'm in the middle of something, I'm like, oh my God, I have literally been doing this my whole life. And this is just crazy. How
Mm-hmm.
can I now at 58 still work things through like I did when I was 5? I have to be out of my mind to think that that's still a good way to do it. Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And we can change it. We
Mm-hmm.
can change it. And that sounds easy, but it isn't.
It is not. Mm-mm. It's not easy.
Recognizing it, saying, I'm an adult now. I don't want to handle this the way I did when I was a child and didn't know.
Because as children, we're all emotion
Yes.
and we
Until
respond
about 8 years old.
accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
And as adults, when we can start recognizing that our reactions are based in emotion, that why am I acting like a 5-year-old right now?
Yes.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
you kind of are.
I have I have a greater capacity now. Let me
Yes.
look at this. Okay.
Hmm.
That's not how I want to react, but that's my knee jerk reaction.
Yes.
And there is a process that we have to go through of understanding,
Hmm.
of allowing, of releasing, of receiving.
Hmm.
And sometimes it can be just that simple.
Yes. And other
Sometimes
times, not so much.
it's not at all. Sometimes there is really deep wounding
Well, and I
that's
think we just talked
created.
about it in the last podcast, didn't we? Our brain wires to our environment.
Hmm.
So as we were children, our brains got wired that way.
Hmm.
And as adults, we have to rewire,
Yeah.
which can be very difficult. Our body has to let go of all the memory. Like there's a lot involved, which I think is where what we do is very helpful. It is for myself with the energy healing piece of it.
It's
Um,
critical for me.
yes, yes, and talking about it too, and
Mm-hmm.
working it through for those of us like me who has so much air, right? Um, I have to talk it. That's how I move energy is through my words, right? So I'm an extra talker. But that's helpful. That helps unleash or
Mm-hmm.
un unfuck what's
Untangle.
been. Yes, that's a good word.
Mm-hmm.
Untangled.
Untangle.
Yes.
You know, like the jewelry, the necklaces,
Yeah. Oh,
the ankle bracelets, the Christmas tree
the
lights.
the yes, that's the ones on the house lights. When you put them in the box, all perfect. The next year, it's like this big ball of
Mm-hmm.
tangled mess. And
Mm-hmm.
how the hell did that happen? They were just sitting there all year.
I I bought these. They're called fairy lights.
Hmm.
Battery operated. They're like 6 feet long. These little lights, so I could put on the garland.
Oh yeah.
Something. So I got this package. There's like, I don't know. There's 12 of them, and I think I've used 8. Right.
Hmm.
And I get them up and I turn them on the first 2 or 3 nights, and I haven't turned them on since because I don't want the batteries to burn out, so I can enjoy it like the couple of days before Christmas. It's
Right, right.
stupid. It's like I did this, and okay, I got sidetracked. Sorry. So
Okay.
I open up the package, and these little fairy lights they're like all looped around, and then at the end they're tied up.
Okay.
We've got the end of it
Uh-huh.
all tied up and it's twisted, and so I'm very gently I'm untwisting it, and I get to the main thing, and I'm going around and around and around, and the next thing I know I have this ball of
What you were trying to avoid, you did.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
no idea how it happened,
Yeah.
what I did wrong.
Yeah.
um it was so convoluted,
Yes.
and every single one of them was that way.
Oh.
I did finally figure out in the last one that I undid, I had to go a certain way with one end, and then I had to go to the other end, and I had to start it there. And I had to
Wow.
be very methodical about it. I couldn't just go boop,
Okay.
or it would.
Sometimes that's a transition victory.
Yes.
Sometimes those transitions are just that. You really have to go step by step by step. And the ones that are that convoluted and that are really our biggest lessons in life.
Hmm.
And the ones we're really meant to learn and to get through. And that we
Yeah.
really did ourselves a woo.
Yep.
We decided when we were, children that we were really going to learn this lesson. We are going to screw our brains up like little fairy lights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so crazy.
it
It's so
is.
crazy. And it wasn't too long ago, like a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
I gave myself to stop being in transition.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd that
And
work
then,
out, Mari-Lyn?
well, for about a day or two, it worked out great. And then, boom, came another
Yes.
transition.
Yes.
Um, and while this one has been um, difficult
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit messy, it's not as it's not as convoluted. It's not as oh my god, the word that just came, chunky.
Chunky. Yes. Not as chunky.
It's not as chunky because when I came to that point before of saying, okay, I give myself permission to not be in transition anymore.
Mhm.
I had gotten myself stuck in
Yes.
the motion of transition. I wasn't transitioning anymore. I was just in that energy of transition and I wouldn't allow myself to move forward.
I was just gonna say, yes, it's you allowing yourself to be sort of stuck in that loop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And almost as soon as I stopped that transition
Mhm.
energy and just was,
Yes.
here comes another
Yes.
tidal wave of
Right.
transition.
Mhm.
And this time, I really am moving through it.
Mhm. Yes. And
Yeah.
sometimes and it's above my pay grade to really understand the why. Sometimes we're given the new vibration to catch up to
Yeah.
work through whatever we need to work through to
Yep.
match that vibration.
Yep.
Other times we're not getting that new vibration until we work through it.
Right.
Yes. And what came in really clear is for all of us, don't shoot the messenger. And I was like, as you were talking, I was like, what are you trying to tell me? And if your friend, your spouse, your boss, your somebody says something to you, maybe their delivery is really bad, but
Harsh.
maybe they say something like, wow, you have been in a everything okay? Like you've been in a bad mood lately, or just they snap at you because really maybe what happened was you're in this prickly energy and it pricked them and they had a reaction back. Don't
Sure.
shoot that person. At first, you're going to want to, of course, but really take that in. Take some time to go, okay, why would this person say that? What am I doing? What do I need to This person said that to me for a reason. Could they be going through something? Sure. But most likely we both are, or it's just me. And take that as in gratitude that it's kind of like I've had this happen. I've been in a bad mood and I always use coffee as a reference because I love me some coffee. Let's say I'm buying some coffee and the person sort of calls me on my shit. I've had this happen a couple times with like people in customer service. They'll say, I hope your day gets better. And it sort of shakes me. It's like, what the fuck? And it's like, oh, wow, I was really in it and I wasn't very kind.
Been there.
So
Yep.
don't shoot that person for bringing it to your attention. Thank you. What a blessing that that person brought you back to reality.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can think about what's going on. Why are you? Well, and for me, we all know I kind of hide from things. I run from things. And so that's really helpful. And don't shoot that person. So there's someone else out there that needs to hear that. Maybe you're going through it right now. Don't shoot the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Take time. And you know what? That person could be a total asshole and let that be what it is, but still use that moment for yourself. Yeah. I need to make
So
this room a little lighter. It's getting dark.
talk about making things all about me. I'm
Yes.
sitting here going, shit, when was I an asshole? When did I say something? When was I
Like
bristly?
it
What
was
did I
you.
do? What did I say? What did I say that Pam wants to shoot me?
Nope, you can take that one off your plate. This time I'm not talking about you.
Woo!
Right.
Okay, good. Woo! Thank you. Wow.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
No.
because my delivery can be harsh. It
Oh,
can be prickly.
oh boy.
It
It's
really
like a
can.
dagger at
Yeah.
times. Or sort of out of left field too.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Ha.
Yeah.
Um, but
Hmm.
but again, I have to look at me when you do that. Sure, you could be going through something, but I also need to look at me. Okay, why did she feel like that needed to be her response towards me? And really be honest with yourself. And it's hard to be that
Hard.
honest with yourself.
Hmm. Hmm.
It is. It is so hard, that sort of self-righteous thing that we can get into, and that I didn't do anything. You're just being a whatever.
Hmm.
Really?
And
Really?
at the same time, make sure you are being honest.
Yes.
Are you blaming yourself for something that is not your
Mm-hmm.
place?
Right.
Because I used to do that. I would be so brutally honest
Yes.
that I would take on what wasn't mine.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we're being
Oh,
honest, we need to make sure that we are being
yes.
honest. Hmm.
There is, sorry, trying to get the light right in here. It's um that brutally honest. I'm sure you've known people like this, and maybe it's even been you. I don't know. Where there's one person that I'm thinking of that used to come to in-person meditations all the time. And even the other people sort of celebrated her for being such an honest, bold person. And she would just say things, and they would, and they were like, yeah, yeah, whatever. And it's like, you know what? She's just an unhappy, angry person. She's not, this is not,
Ah,
this is not brutal honesty. This is, you're being a bitch. And standing behind, I'm just being honest, or that's just who she is. Right. And so sort of taking on that that label. What?
well, what's coming is yes, it's okay to be brutally honest as long as you are being brutally honest in your own fucking lane.
Yes. 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
And there are times when your delivery has to be different. Your delivery, there's a range of how you should deliver information.
Hmm.
But if you're just throwing it out, we all know people like that. They just throw it out there, and then they kind of, just hide behind that.
Right.
And just being honest. I know I've done that too in my life too. And really, are you? That's another really.
Hmm.
Um, but those people can get you to look at yourself too.
That's very true.
So,
It's
and
very true.
maybe it's not, like I said, they're still a bitch, but yeah, I need to look
Hmm.
at
I
myself.
used to, I think this was a relatively short lived thing. But instead of saying just being honest, I
No.
would say just saying.
Oh, yes.
And then I read somewhere
Uh,
someone's opinion of hearing just saying
uh-huh.
was you're just saying something to be heard. You're just saying
Yeah.
something to dig in. You're just saying something to give you a leg up, to give you
It's a little gaslighty. It really is. Because that really puts it that it's so dismissive. It's like, my bad. Excuse me? Are you apologizing? What is this, my bad?
Yeah,
Like, no,
hell
it's
yeah,
not.
it's your bad.
But I
And
hate
keep
that.
going.
Yeah.
And
My bad. That's very similar to just saying.
just
It has the
saying.
same, like, it stops the conversation there.
Yeah.
There's nowhere
Like
else to
I'm
go.
I'm right. Listen to me. There
Yes.
is no other option.
Yeah.
I'm speaking the truth right now, and
Right.
everything needs to revolve around that.
Yes. Now,
Oh,
just saying and my bad can all be part of joking around. And as long as the other person knows your truth, because we'll joke with each other all the time, and you'll, you, you're, we both, but certainly you will say, just saying. And we had just been joking around, and I know that's all it is. And
mm-hmm,
it's just one of those funny things like,
mm-hmm. And
folks,
I even find it hard to allow those words to come out of my mouth anymore, even in that joking way,
yeah,
because it's the vibration behind it.
yes.
Um, when I used to say it,
Ugh,
it wasn't only hurtful to the other people. My intention was to be hurtful.
right.
Now, whether they took it that way or not, I don't know.
Or whether you knew it every time or not. I'm sure you didn't know every time.
Not at first, but when
Right.
it came clear that that was my intention,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Um, just,
And
mm-mm.
never say oh, my bad, when you really mean an apology. When you really mean, wow, I'm sorry I did that. Say that. Don't do the my bad thing. That is just, ugh. And just saying is in the same sort of,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'd rather you not say anything than those things, because it's so dismissive, and you're dismissing me, you're dismissing yourself, you're dismissing the conversation, you're just being so dismissive and so, or passive, or whatever, the circumstance
Mm-hmm.
is. Say what you mean. And if you say the wrong thing, it's okay to correct yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to say, you know what? I don't even know why I just said that. I didn't really mean it. Wow, I'm sorry. Can we start over again? Can I go back to before I said anything, and either not say anything or say it differently? I don't
Mm-hmm.
know when we've become so adverse to apologizing or being that honest. Because really, to me, that's honesty. When you go, wow, I didn't mean to say it that way. Or,
It's hard.
ouch. You know what? I'm not even sure why I said that, because that's really not what I meant.
That is not at all what I meant. I have,
Yes. You're very good at that.
I've
Very
tried to
good
be.
at that. And I honor you for that. And I wish I could. You're a teacher for me in that area, because I want to do that more. Say,
Wait a
yowza,
minute.
that's not what I meant.
That came out so ass backwards and
Yes,
backwards and
it so wasn't meant, and I apologize
no,
for that. Let
no.
me start. May I start over again? Yeah. And
Yeah.
somewhere in our culture, we have stopped that. We really have. How often do you hear people say that? You don't.
I
They
have
get in.
to attribute part of it to the world um, of this.
You're gonna have to say more.
Yeah, electronics.
Ah,
The
yeah,
when in person
yes,
became replaced
yes.
with a monitor.
And what's coming is, we have this like 24-hour news cycle, right? if someone, and it's really not even news anymore. I'm sorry. And I don't care who you listen to, what you're listening to.
Agreed.
It's shit all over the place. But one of the things that I think they do is it doesn't matter. It's going to be out of the news tomorrow. So whatever I say today, blah, so what if I fuck up? So what if I say something stupid, whatever? Because our attention span is so short.
It's
We
so
just,
short. Mm-hmm.
tomorrow there's going to be other news on top of that and we forget about that. And it
Mm-hmm.
just keeps
Mm-hmm.
rolling on. So you're right. Yeah.
And the distance that's created with the monitor,
Yeah.
um, whether it's a monitor or it's a phone and it's all texting,
Yes.
that lack of personal space,
Mm-hmm.
um, I think that has played a huge role
Yes.
in uh, in the lack of responsibility in how we treat people.
Yes. Because you can say all kinds of horrible things on from a keyboard,
Mm-hmm.
from your phone, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the lack of respect is it's really sad.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to, I know certainly like with YouTube and some other TikTok and the ones that you can make money doing them, is also an odd thing too. The amount of ass kissing and sort of like the creators, they're always so really worried about what they say or what they do. um
Well, yeah, because they're doing it for the buck.
they're doing it for the buck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so they're being all things to everyone, and you're not being honest. You're just not being honest.
You really can't find your authenticity if you're trying to be
Yes.
everything to everyone and doing what everyone else wants and not doing,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
not doing what you want, not being true to
Mhm.
yourself.
So I'm going to really take in this conversation and really work on, when I say something I don't mean, to say that at the moment. You know what? I can't just let that go. I'm sorry. I and every situation is going to be different, whether I apologize or, however that works out. But I really want to be that person who says, yeah, that is not what I meant. And you can make a joke about it. What? Wait a minute. What did I just say? Because what was in my brain did not come out my mouth. Hold up. Let me say that again and
Mm-hmm.
say it again. Let's act like we're human and we fuck up.
We do. And
Yeah,
that can happen both ways. It doesn't always have to be something detrimental that you're saying.
right.
You can say something that comes out over glorified or
Mhm.
oversimplified or
Yep.
over something in a high vibration.
Yep.
And what I have found for myself in doing that is,
Mhm.
oh shit, I just created an opportunity for that person to have an expectation I can't meet.
Oh, okay.
I have
Sure.
overspoken,
Mhm. Yes. Yes.
and I have had to go, no, wait a minute, forget what I just said because that wasn't honest. That wasn't what I really meant
Mhm.
to say. That might be my hope and my dream, but no, that's not true. Here is the truth. Here is the reality of it. And it
Yes.
doesn't matter which way it is.
Mhm.
Saying what we mean and meaning what we say in every circumstance is that's what I'm
Mhm.
trying to achieve.
Mhm.
I may never achieve it in my life. It feels like a very lofty goal. Um,
There's also hearing too, because I do that. I will hear it because it has to go through my filters, whatever
mhm.
I happen to be thinking about at the moment. If I'm nervous, if I'm sad, if I'm joyful, if I'm whatever, you're going to hear things in a certain way as well.
Sure.
And to get that clarification and say, wait, did I hear you just say, or
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I heard that right. Can you repeat? That would be fabulous too. So there's not that miscommunication
Mm-hmm.
that happens. So it really
Mm-hmm.
can happen both ways.
So I think this fits into this topic.
Mm-hmm.
Over the past probably 3 or 4 months,
Mm-hmm.
um, I will share something with my husband in hopes of um, like I'm giving you information that you haven't heard before, and I want your honest response.
Sure.
And I'll say it, and his response is very short.
Ooh, I hope that's
Of
helpful.
like, oh my gosh, his exact response now has just left my mind. But I'll say it, and he'll go, "Oh yeah." And what I replied to that was, "Oh, you you've already known that? You knew that already, or you've already
Right.
seen that?"
Right.
No. Then why did you just respond like you knew what I was talking about?
Yeah.
I finally went there. Then why are you responding to me in a
Yes.
way that tells me you already know this?
Yes.
Well, I'm just trying to agree with you.
Yeah. I don't want you to just agree with me. If you don't agree with me, right.
Um,
Yeah.
it was, it had to have been a spirit timing thing when I brought it up because I didn't
Oh,
explode. Because there was a time where I would have just like
oh yeah.
lost it, right?
Yeah, me as well.
Um, it it really opened up an opportunity
Mm-hmm.
for me to say, I'm not looking for you to agree with me. I'm looking for a conversation. I'm looking for an exchange of
Yes.
energy.
Yes.
Of, is this something you have noticed before? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you see it from a different perspective?
Mhm.
Are you even interested in this topic?
Yeah.
Um, but when I hear your response of, oh yeah, with the inflection of, I know exactly what you mean. There's no reason to talk about it.
Or the way I would take it is, got it, dumb shit. Like,
That
you know what I mean? Like, you
that
calling
too
me an idiot?
sometimes.
Like, I'm an
Yeah.
idiot for bringing it up, or for, but see, that's where I go with that type of, and again, how am I receiving that? How am I hearing it? How am
Mm-hmm.
that's on me.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of me blowing up, I could say, just what you did. Well, can we talk? Hold on. That
Yeah.
wasn't that wasn't what I expected to hear. So let's have a conversation just for a second here,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah.
can be on the same page. Yeah.
I have noticed he's stopped doing that.
Nice.
And now I'm wondering, is that because I have stopped communicating?
Oh. Ooh. That's something to look at.
It
I
is.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Very interesting.
You know, 41 years married is a long time.
Yes, it is. That's an
And
endurance contest, my friend.
it is, it is. And
Yeah.
a, it really is a never ending opportunity
Mm,
to
love
show
that.
up as the best version that you can every
Mm-hmm.
day. And it's
Mm-hmm.
also a very brutal mirror of
Oof.
when you're not showing up
Yes.
um, as the best person you can every day. And I fully admit it. And I probably owe him an apology. I'm really listening I'm helping for spirit here to step in and say, no, you don't. No, you don't. You're all good. I haven't been my best
Right.
version of myself lately.
And I
Um,
do. Oh,
I've been transitioning and I've been
yes.
separate. I have been creating separation so I can
Yes.
like work through some of this
Yeah.
stuff. Go ahead.
I just want to put a caution in here. And it's not for
Yeah.
you because I know you and I know the way you're going to do this. But for people listening,
Yes.
careful with your apologies. Remember or ask yourself, why am I apologizing, I believe would be the correct verbiage. Why am I apologizing? What need am I trying to get a need met? Right? Because
Yeah.
we've all done that. I'm going to go apologize because I want the sympathy or I want this certain outcome or I want it to just be over. People use apologies so it's just done and it's where and
Mm.
sometimes that's not that's not the right reason. You have to do it for the right reason. The right reason is I wasn't as kind of a person as I think I can. So I want to apologize for my part in it. I'm not letting you off the hook for your part. I'm not dumping that conversation. I'm not, accepting an apology from you that you haven't given, because that happens a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot. So this doesn't mean this is over. I'm coming to you for my part in it only.
Mm-hmm.
And to know that that's what you're doing. Yeah, because that can really, really prolong the pain, and whatever it is. And it doesn't always
Yeah.
mean that the other person is like a narcissist or something, but
Nope.
certainly growing up with a mother who was a narcissist, I learned to apologize for myself, for her, for everyone.
Right.
That's what you learn to do because you're in a never you're not in a good situation ever with a narcissist. You're never
Never
on
gonna
top.
win. Yeah.
Never, that's the word. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just
So
be careful with that.
yes, please. And
Mhm.
when I said I am sitting here waiting for spirit to tell me I don't need to apologize,
Uh-huh.
boom, spirit put the words through your mouth.
Fred came to me.
Because I don't, there is nothing I need to apologize for. What I'm
Good.
getting right now when I heard you
Mm-hmm.
was I am the one who I need to apologize to.
Yes.
I need to
Yes.
apologize to myself for being
Yes.
so hard on myself.
Yes.
I am allowed to kind of
Yes.
be separate. I am separate. I am my
Yes.
own human being, and I am allowed to create that separation.
Yes.
If I feel I need to apologize to him, the way I do that is by stepping into being the better version of me.
Yes.
I don't owe him a verbal
Yes.
apology because I've done nothing to him to
Right.
apologize
Right.
for.
Right. You go, girl.
I feel the
Yes.
need to
Yes. Yes.
apologize is wanting, looking for that connection.
Yes. Yes.
The only way I am going to truly get the connection
Yes.
that I am wanting is to step into the better, higher vibrational version of me, which then allows
Victory.
him to step into the higher vibrational version of
Yes.
him, to
Yes.
where even if we're just sitting in the same room watching the same show, we are now connected instead
Yes.
of separate.
Yes. Yes. There isn't
Woo!
always a right and a wrong, a good, a bad. Sometimes it just is.
Sometimes it just is.
I don't know how else to say that. It's
Mhm.
just,
And
yes.
I have been just been.
And what's coming now is if it's a very trusted person like our spouses or you and I, you can say out loud or even to yourself, maybe, is this something I need to apologize for? Like, just throw that question out there and see what spirit has to say, or see what the other person has
Yep.
to say about it. And if that I would only do that with someone who's a very thoughtful person. And when I say thoughtful, I mean that would really take your words in and consider it.
Yes.
And then, not someone that's just going to use that as a manipulation tool. Or I've used apologies as total manipulation in my life. I've 100, many times, certainly, definitely when I was younger, I used apology as a way to manipulate. And we don't want to do that.
No.
That's not who we are. It's not who we want to be. Certainly not who I
I've
want to
done it.
be. Yeah.
And I've also done it. I have used apology to allow myself to be manipulated.
Oh, yes, for the connection,
For the
right?
connection.
For the
Yes.
connection. Yes.
Yes.
And all of this to say, transitions are fucking hard. Because that's a lot of times when stuff gets bubbled up like this and all this, it's transition. At other times in my life, it was just during all the healing or not healing.
Or not healing. Yeah.
Or not healing. Yeah.
Humaning is hard.
Yes.
Transitioning is hard.
Yes.
None of it has to be as hard as we make it sometimes.
Oh, yes. No.
It's hard enough without adding all of the
Yes.
extra bullshit to it.
Yes. Yes. And it's okay to laugh at yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the biggest things. I know I've said this to you, but I really think I had the children that I had, especially because boys are very, at least the boys that I've ever known, brothers. I mean, I've had boys around, they're very good at laughing at themselves. Women, not so much. And certainly not me. I could never laugh at myself. I had two sons that everything is a joke. Everything is a joke. And I swear they came into my life to teach me how to laugh at myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten so much better through their help and my husband's help. But it's okay to laugh at yourself. I know sort of probably
Yes.
speaking to myself, but for those of you who take things extra hard the way I do and take everything so personal,
Mm-hmm.
good God, just stop already. Just laugh. So what? You tripped over that thing and hit the wall. Like, that's funny. You're human.
Mm-hmm.
You missed that step. You weren't in your body. You weren't paying attention. You tried to storm out of the room after saying something, whatever, and you slammed into the wall. How funny is that? Right? Like, how funny is that?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
Finding
okay
the
to
humor,
laugh.
laughing at yourself,
Yes.
forgiving, finding self-forgiveness
Yes.
for, okay, I just did something stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, I just said something really hurtful. Okay,
Yes.
own
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
apologize, forgive yourself, and
Yes.
find the humor.
Mm-hmm.
Find the
Humor
humor.
is what's that saying? Humor is good medicine or whatever that is. Laughter is good.
Laughter is the best medicine. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so true.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
I still don't find Home Alone funny, but that's just me.
What? Oh my God, I love that. That is so funny. And Joe Pesci, he, what a career that man. He can be the most disgusting, like he was in what, Goodfellas, and he was ruthless and just this horrible gangster. And then he goes and does this funny thing. But I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the kid being left alone and
Yeah,
yeah.
and the disrespect and it's so this it just flashed in front of my eyes. A couple nights ago, we went to there's a street in Portland. It's called Peacock Lane,
Yep.
and every house on the block they do lights. and we went and we walked it, and there was a house that was decorated up in the Home Alone theme, and it just broke my heart.
You might have to do a little searching on that one.
I know exactly.
Oh, okay, never
I know
mind.
exactly. I've done some healing around it. Um,
And might I say I'm sorry because
yeah,
it's a really funny movie. It's a really
there's
fun movie to watch.
um, and I know that in the I know there is a beautiful
Yeah,
message within the movie
yeah,
that I have never allowed myself to see. I get caught up in the suffering of it.
yes, yeah,
And yeah, it just not sure. There has to be a reason though that I'm bringing this up.
yeah,
It goes right back to finding the humor and
yes,
laughing.
yes.
Um, yeah.
And there are children who are put in those situations and it's not funny. And I
Hmm.
know that's what you tap into is really
Hmm.
that, yeah, the
The
suffering
reality.
of that child. Yeah,
Yeah.
the reality
Yeah,
of it.
the
It's that,
reality of it.
yeah.
And yeah, there is forgiveness. There is
Yeah.
forgiveness to be found there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Christmas movies. There's so many of them. Like I haven't even begun to like
Okay.
watch
My
them all. There's always 10 more that come out every year. But
my niece loves those corny Christmas movies, right, where the teenagers broke up and they moved away and then they come back home for Christmas and they fall in love
oh my
again and
God,
they
no. No,
the
no.
I think there's a there the
Those
holiday
are the ones
romance
I'm
thing.
talking about that are just so like,
So, but my
ugh.
niece loves those. She can sit down and just marathon movie those.
Oh, no.
So she's homesick. Her son, 13-year-old son, he's homesick. They're home together, and he sits down and marathon watches these movies with her.
Oh,
And he's
that's
finally at the
funny.
end of the day like, Mom, they're all the same
Yeah,
movie.
that's the exact same
It's the
movie.
same movie. They're just in different cities and the people look a
Yes,
little different, but it's the same movie,
yes,
Mom. Come
yes.
on,
Poor
Mom.
little guy wanting to pull his hair out, and mom's over there crying, I'm sure.
She's in heaven loving it. Her 13-year-old son is digging these movies with her, and he's like, Mom, that's the same movie.
I can't take another one.
It was so
Yes.
amazing to hear him because
It's like those Hallmark
literally I was
ones.
on the
It's like,
phone with
oh
her
dear
at the end
God.
of the day and she's telling me and he's like, Mom,
Yes. No, I
Angie,
like
they're
the
the
funny
same
ones.
movie. I said, I know, trust me, I
Yeah. Yeah.
can't
No,
watch
I
them.
like the comedy ones, the humor. I like when they add sort of there's mushy pieces, but then there's humor in there. When you can get that balance of really good humor and mushy, I love that. But to me, those are just like, oh my God, can I get a root canal?
There's a
Do
cookie cutter
can I do
hol-
something else?
hollow romance. I don't know what you would holomance.
Oh,
I don't know what you call it. Yeah.
yeah,
Anyway, so
yeah.
funny.
No, yeah. Anyway, transitions are hard, but they are victories.
They are victories.
And being honest with yourself is how you get through them.
Yeah.
And just allowing
And
it and laughter.
leaning on spirit.
Oh, yeah, that can't be said enough.
So I don't know how you just said it. Transitions and victories. Reaching a transition is a victory,
Yes.
and maneuvering out of that transition is another victory in itself.
Yes. Yes.
So
And
it's
how
like a
you
double
maneuver
victory.
through it can be victorious or not. That's up to you. If you're in there kicking and screaming, there's not too much victory there. But
So,
yes.
um, how do you stay afloat?
Mhm.
Right? If you're kicking and screaming, you are using so much energy to stay
Oh,
above water,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And if you relax and you lean on spirit and you just swim when you can and float
Yeah.
when you have to.
And find the small victories each time. Those times when you can laugh a minute. Because really transitions are not horrible 24/7.
Mm-mm.
They're not. We make them that way, but they're not. It's sort of that up and down thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Lean on
You know,
spirit.
you're bobbing, and sometimes you're going to go underwater, and
Yeah.
sometimes you're going to get a little bit of salt water in your mouth. Well,
Yep.
you just spit it out. You
Yep.
just, you
Yep.
just get rid of it, and you keep breathing, and you keep moving, and
Yes. And laugh at yourself. Honestly, laugh at the situation and you'll get through it. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
So I think that everyone have a wonderful Christmas, holiday, whatever you, or Thursday, if that's what it is for you, then have a happy Thursday. Yes. We appreciate all of you so very much.
We do.
We
We
really
really
do.
do.
This is
We love your comments.
yep.
We would really adore more topic
Yes,
suggestions.
please.
We want to know what you want to know about.
Yeah.
Sure, we get on here and we yammer, we talk about our personal experiences,
Mhm.
and we channel spirit.
Yep. We do.
Sure, we give our opinion, but we give spirit's opinion a lot.
A lot.
A
Yes.
lot. And thank you for
Yeah.
giving spirit's opinion when I couldn't hear it.
You're
I got the
welcome.
message. I got the message. That was beautiful. Yeah.
All right.
Happy holidays, everybody,
Happy
and
holidays.
we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.